Welcome back to Valley View Live. The Improv over at Harrah's always showcases the best stand-up comics from around the country, and our next guest is no exception.
Comedian Ahmed Bharoocha performs there tonight through Sunday. Showtimes are at 8:30 nightly with additional 10 o'clock shows on Friday and Saturday. And now here's Ahmed.
Woo!
Thank you, guys. Thank you. All right. Recently, outside of my house, I had a bunch of crows. 20, 30 crows, all cawing nonstop for about 2 days straight. Just like, day and night nonstop. So finally we called animal control and we were like, hey, what the hell is going on with these birds? And they said it's baby crow season. They're cawing at the baby crows until they learn to fly, and that can last up to 5 days. And I was like, what? That's the crow flight training program? That's how you teach the gift of flight? Just fly, 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 for 5 days. And it works. 5 days they're gone. Try it at home on your kids. A lot of people blaming ADD for kids not paying attention in school, right? But I feel like people forget that school sucks.
Yeah.
It's part of the problem. Like, I used to think history was boring. Well, that's because in school they just shove the date down your throat. Just the date, the date, the date, the date. The date is the least interesting part of a story. I've never been telling someone a story, been like, oh man, I got these 2 Italian supermodels back to my apartment. One thing led to it. What day was it, man? What day was it? What was the date? Who was president? What was the climate? When did this happen? Hey, you guys have been great. Thank you very much.
Come on over, Ahmed.
Now, you are also part of a sketch group called Dead Kevin.
Yes.
What is Dead Kevin?
It's just 3 idiots living in an apartment being stupid, pretty much.
You're just hanging out,
Yeah.
having some beers.
Yeah,
coming up with jokes.
usually beers are involved. Yeah, we just kind of, we're in an apartment and we're usually having a hard time with something. Mm-hmm. Probably like just making dinners, and that's the sketch.
Speaking of dinners, I saw you grubbing on our hot wings.
He was
earlier.
wolfing down those wings over there.
Who is
As
that
a
with good hair and blue eyes?
Do you get paid in food?
Yes, as a comedian, very often food and drink is your pay.
First rule of show business.
What is that?
Never turn down a free
Exactly,
meal.
yes.
That's the first thing they teach you when you're an act.
That's good.
And very funny, you write your own material.
Yes, yeah, of course.
And it's fun. Write a thing, take it out on stage, get the feedback.
Yeah, it's cool. And you kind of hone it. You tell it over and over again like a magic trick, or it's kind of like you're learning the...
You learn every day. It's like I always said, that Michael Goudeau always said, it's like the movie Groundhog Day.
Yes, yeah.
You're living the same day over and over, exact same day over and over.
So
every time you hone it.
It gets monotonous, or do you try to switch it up?
They can a little bit, but like you got to find ways out of that.
But you don't know if there's a drunk in the audience or what kind of audience, but you over repetition, you learn how to deliver those jokes in a TV studio, how to deliver those jokes, same jokes in a crowd full of drunks.
Yeah, definitely different.
Different. It's all
slow and loud, you know, for drunks.
No, he's been on stage 15,000 times.
That's
pretty
amazing.
new to your career, would you say?
I've been doing it about 11 years now.
Okay.
Probably not that many times.
You'll catch up eventually.
Yeah, hopefully.
Now, you're engaged to a comedian?
I love this.
My fiance was a comedian. Yeah, she runs her own comedy festival in LA called Riot LA, which is a really awesome festival.
Do you try to up one each other kind of with jokes?
She's funnier than me, probably.
Really?
I'm lucky that she backed out of the comedy world.
You're like, thank you. I mean, do you guys ever share jokes when she was
she
producing?
definitely, she's like, if she tells me about a joke that's funny that I'm doing, I'll do that joke like every time. She's usually right.
She write jokes for you? She help you?
She won't write jokes, but she'll kind of be like, do that joke again. That was funny.
It works.
You should do that one. And so if I lose faith in something, she's like, no, that was funny. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
And she's right usually.
See, I can't memorize anything. I'm horrible at it. So I don't understand how you guys can remember your routine or your jokes and you go through your whole routine. What
I
do you
don't know.
remember?
I can't remember anything besides that.
Yeah?
I mean, how did you get started? I mean, at what point did you know that like this was for you?
I always wanted to do comedy as a kid, and I think one day I was working as a busboy in a comedy club, and finally it was just like, moved on to the stage, and it didn't go horribly, so I kept going.
But you're strategic. You were a busboy in the comedy shop, so you knew.
Yeah.
But did your friends tell you were funny before you got on stage?
Yeah, I think that like at a young age, that was kind of my identity. Was like, oh, I'm funny. Okay, I'll be funny.
Like the class clown.
You were called to comedy.
Yeah, it was. It was like I liked being funny, but then when people start kind of acknowledging it, you're like,
You love that. You love the attention and the Make you feel special.
Yeah.
You can obviously relate to that. You started at
As a very young boy, 5 years old.
Wow,
with
yes.
magic.
Well, we have to go. Thank you so much for
thanks for having
stopping
me.
by, and we'll
Thank
check you out
you.
more
Good
later.
set, man.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank you.
guys. Yeah.
Check out Ahmed tonight through Sunday at the world-famous Improv at Harrah's. Showtime 8:30 nightly with additional 10 o'clock shows on Friday and Saturday. We'll be right back.